Browns fans who may have been affected by sexual assault, whether they're victims or they know victims, people who just think it's wrong to trade for a player with this number of allegations that he's still facing in the legal system. And a lot of people are saying we're out, we're done with the Browns. What do you say to the people who say we can't root for this team?
You know, Nate, I would tell you that we'll never fully be able to walk in the shoes of individuals who have been affected by sexual assault. And that is something that, you know, we thought about a lot as we went through this process, understanding, what the reaction would be. And that's something that weighed heavily on me. And we empathize with that emotion. We empathize with that sentiment. And at the same time, we also do feel good about the work that we did as we vetted this transaction. We do have confidence and faith in Deshaun as a person, and that did weigh heavily in the decision. But between the information that we were able to gather, working through due process, working through the legal process, we do think that this is a decision that, as it's evaluated over the long run, will be something that is positive for our organization. And we totally respect and totally empathize with those sentiments right now, totally understand that there are people who are not comfortable with the transaction right now.
Translation.
Mm-hmm.
We don't care what happened in Houston. We believe whatever happened in Houston isn't going to happen again. And once we start winning football games, it's all going to be forgotten. Deshaun Watson himself mentioned on multiple occasions today Super Bowls, not bowl. Cleveland Browns fan happy with a bowl, not two. One would make this a success. Don't need 3, 4, 5, 6. One is good enough. I assume you would agree. So
I would.
I think that's the pervasive mentality. And remember, 2010, it was as low as it ever got for Ben Roethlisberger in Pittsburgh after he got suspended. They wanted to run him out of town. The team looked into trading him. It was horrible. Everybody hated Ben Roethlisberger. And who was one of the limited partners of the Pittsburgh Steelers in 2010? It was Jimmy Haslam. He's seen how quickly it can change because they went to the Super Bowl that year. And by the next year, it was pretty much forgotten, Miles.
I would say that I think we're in a different day and age. And I don't think that this is going to be as easily forgotten no matter how much Deshaun Watson does or doesn't win with the Browns. I think that this is going to follow him for the rest of his career. And, I mean, it probably should when there are 22 allegations against you. We keep talking about the some point between 1 and 22. No, I mean, there are 22 allegations. So that, I think, is going to continue to follow him. But, I mean, this is a production equals tolerance league. Right? Yes. When Ray Rice assaulted his then fiance's now wife in 2014, the reason he did not play ever again is because he's a running back and he was a declining running back. This is a quarterback who is one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league when he's on the field. Production equals tolerance. Deshaun Watson is better than Baker Mayfield, indisputably. And so that's why the Browns go out and they do what they do. And, I think that certainly over time, if this works and Deshaun Watson has success on the field, it will become more or less in the background. But to think that, people will forget and that, even if Deshaun Watson plays that long, I don't know. I think that this is going to stick with him. I really do.
At one point, they were pressing Andrew Berry today on the very basic truth that they only went to all this trouble because Deshaun Watson is really good. They wouldn't have done this for anybody else. They would have just said, forget it. It's not worth it. And Andrew Berry did a very nice job of stick handling his way around it, but that's the truth. you're willing to do all of this, spend all this time, spend all this money because of the quality of the player. If he's not Deshaun Watson, they see 22 civil lawsuits and they run in the other direction.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.